Weight loss, jealousy, and envy. Why do some people treat you funny after you lose weight? Why do people start treating you differently all because you lost weight? Some people are provoked to envy and jealousy over the weight loss of women. When other women see that you have lost weight and now you are more confident, you present in a more feminine way, you are getting more attention, some women will suddenly grow very jealous and envious of your weight loss. Let's be real. There are some women, they are accustomed to you being the overweight friend, the overweight family member, the overweight coworker. They are accustomed, they are used to you being the woman that they don't have to worry about. They felt like because you were overweight, nobody was checking for you. They didn't have to worry about men walking past them to get to you because you were not really cute in their eyes because you had weight on you. And only women who have an ignorant and foolish mentality really think that having a little bit of weight makes you not interesting to men, because I can tell you, whether you're big or small, men like what they like. And you're not doing your weight loss. Understand, you're not losing weight to attract a man, but let's be also honest that when you lose weight, you do become a lot more appealing to certain types of men, and that will further provoke the jealousy and envy of some women. So as I was saying, they're used to you being that woman that's kind of just out in the background. You're that friend that just blends in. You're just there. You might be more funny. See, sometimes women who are accustomed to other women not being what they think are on their level because they have weight on them, when you suddenly lose the weight and now your face card and your body match, they don't know what to do. It's like women become provoked to jealousy and envy, like they malfunction, all because you lost weight, all because they believed that they never had to worry about men, not going after them in your presence because it's just you. But you show up as that girl, you've lost the weight, you become more toned, you've been dressing better, you've been feeling better, because that's another thing. When you lose weight, not only do you get cuter, you get more confident. And that also provokes some women to jealousy and envy toward you. When you lose the weight and now you're okay being seen, because some women, they lack confidence when they have weight on them. When they struggle to lose weight and they don't feel good about their bodies, they lack confidence. Not all women, but when they're trying to lose weight and they can't, or they don't have the willpower in the moment, they lack confidence. But once you become that woman who loses the weight and now you have confidence, now you're walking into rooms like you're that girl. Now you have that, vibrant glow about you because you're no longer worrying about being perceived as just the big friend, as the funny friend. Now, some women will grow jealous and envious of your newfound confidence because you didn't have it before. It all boils down to you now you're being a threat to them. At one point, you were not a threat to them because you were big. And that's the way they perceived you. They perceived you as the girl who was the bigger one in the group. She's not that cute. Nobody's looking at her like that because she has the mom body. She has this body. I'm telling you, I have heard these things from women. Women who are on the bigger side, often they do not perceive them as threats. And if you, as a woman, suddenly lose weight, and you're now in that same lane as some women who look down on you because of your weight, now they would develop jealousy and envy against you. It's very superficial, it's very shallow, but I'm telling you, some women who are not accustomed to you, quote, being on their level, when you lose weight, now it's like they have to compete with you, and you were like a threat they didn't see coming because you were so quiet. You didn't even say anything about wanting to lose weight. There was no indication that you even cared about that. And when you are a woman that, at one point in your life, maybe you did lack confidence when it came to weight loss. You didn't worry about those things. Maybe you came from a background or a culture that celebrated being overweight, because that's another way that people actually begin to resent you and they're provoked to jealousy and envy against you because they thought they manipulated you into believing that being overweight was somehow your birthright. You know, some women, we come from backgrounds of families, especially if you're a black woman, sometimes being overweight and unhealthy is celebrated. And suddenly, when you are not overweight anymore, you're taking care of your health, you feel good because you dropped the weight. You don't feel like you're carrying all of that on your frame. You have family members who will now develop jealousy and envy against you, all because you broke out of that cycle. You broke out of the matrix, if you will. You're not sitting around, just stuffing things into your mouth, food that is actually going to harm you. People will also in your family grow jealous and envious towards you, all because you've lost weight. Some family members, they actually encourage women to be big. And I know a lot of this might be cultural, but a lot of it also, depending on who it's coming from, it is linked to jealousy and envy, in my opinion. And it goes back to the first principle, the first point I was making. They are used to you being the big girl. They're used to you being the big cousin, the big auntie, the one in the family where nobody's really checking for you. And ladies, I don't want you to be offended by the fact that I'm saying when you're bigger, nobody's checking for you, because no matter if you're big or small, people like what they like. But our society is very superficial and shallow. And women who are of a smaller stature tend to get more quality options when it comes to men. And they tend to get just a lot more attention in general. And I don't go by those standards. For me, I am how I am. There are some months where I'm bigger. There are some months where I'm smaller. I've said that in other videos. But the point of this video is that when you lose weight, you will provoke some people to jealousy and envy because they are used to you being big. Some people want you to be big so that they can feel comfortable about being big. There are some women, especially women in some of our families, if the whole family is big and you break that cycle by going to the gym and eating healthy, they're going to start treating you funny because you're not supposed to do that. In some families, you are supposed to partake in gluttony and be at every potluck, be at every event, be at every banquet that is serving hog maws, collard greens, macaroni and cheese, cornbread, and everything else, and you're supposed to eat it thankfully. Stuff your face to capacity. And when you no longer do that, and you might have a little bit of greens, a little bit of yams, half a slice of cornbread, and just a little bit of the chicken or whatever, they're going to look at your plate like, what, you on a diet? Like, why you eating like that? What's wrong with you? Ew, you already too small. Things like that. Because now you've lost the weight and they're accustomed to you being big. So when people start treating you differently, it's because your lifestyle has changed and they were used to you being one way and now you're a different way. And God forbid you change, because some women, they will malfunction. Some men and women alike, but typically you don't see this a lot with men when it comes to weight loss in women. It's normally the jealousy from other women when you lose weight. And then let's take it to the workplace. When you suddenly lose weight in the workplace, they might be used to you coming to the job with cookies, cakes, snacks, and everything else. But now when you start showing up with your smoothies and your salads, Miss Linda and them are suddenly going to take issue with you because now you're acting bougie. Now you're acting like somebody they don't know. They can no longer stuff your face full of Oreos and cupcakes because you now care about the things that you eat. And now they're going to act funny. They might suddenly stop talking to you. They will start talking about you. You'll hear side conversations. And once you drop that weight, and now the men in the office, because no matter what people say, the feminine and the masculine attract. So when you get smaller, you get cuter, and you get more confident, more men are going to be checking for you. Okay, that's just the way it is. The smaller you get, and I'm not saying small in an unhealthy way, I just mean small and confident and, comfortable for your body, for your frame. When you get that way and you lose weight, there are going to be more men checking for you. And in the office, no men might have been looking at you. You might have been everybody's little buddy. But now you've lost the weight and gained the confidence. Your light is shining. You are now more vibrant and not just streaking off into the background. Now you're a little bit more saucy and sassy. Now the men like you, and the haters are not going to like that. The jealous women in your office, in your workplace, they're not going to like that, because with weight loss comes new confidence. You get cuter, you get more confident, you focus more on what you wear and how you style your hair and how you carry yourself. You're no longer walking like a lumberjack, but you're taking your time. You might be swaying a little bit more, not in an overly provocative way, but now you're more confident in how you walk and how you talk, because this happens to women. There's something beautiful about losing weight. Even though you attract haters and jealous people, there is something beautiful about losing weight. The health aspect of it, that goes without saying. But let's talk about the aesthetic. Let's talk about the appearance. Let's talk about the looks. When your beauty radiates because you now feel good, and not just how you look, but your energy. You know, when you work out as a woman, you build more energy. I know for me, when I really work out on a consistent basis, which I was doing that, now I might work out once or twice a week for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, maybe an hour if I'm feeling up to it. There's something, after I get off my spin bike, after I lift my dumbbells for a little bit, it's like I feel more like, you know, juicy like as a woman. I feel more like, you know, my husband, it's like that come hither kind of thing. And when you have that about you, people can sense that. And it's not that. I can hear some of the people in the background now saying, oh, now you become a seductress. Now you become a Jezebel because you done lost weight. No, you just tap into your feminine juiciness, and jealous women are not going to like that. When you suddenly start working out and feeling good and looking good, jealous women, they don't want you to feel good about yourself. That's what it comes down to. Jealous people in general. Yes, this goes for men and women. But men don't normally care about women's weight loss as much as other women do. And oftentimes other women don't do things as far as appearance wise for men. They do it a lot of times for other women. What do you think this whole BBL and all this other stuff is happening? It's not really for men. It's to blend in with other women. But I digress. I might do a whole video on the BBL culture and how that's affecting women. But a lot of men will suddenly grow attracted to your feminine juiciness when you lose weight. And jealous women, envious women, they will grow resentful toward you because of it. Back to the workplace. If you are in an office environment and now your clothes are fitting better, you're now no longer looking like the librarian. Nothing wrong with librarians. Nothing wrong with librarians at all. But if now you're walking in and you're looking your age, you're looking beautiful. Like, there's a difference between being pretty and then radiating, I can't say the word because of YouTube monetization. I don't want any issues. But when you have that X appeal, and not that you're going for that, but it's something about losing weight that makes you feel cute, makes you feel pretty, and you just know you have that, you know what I'm saying. Jealous women will pick up on that. It's like, well, who is she now? Who does she think she is? I'm used to her taking her break by herself. Now she's mingling with the other employees. How dare she? And that's because you have confidence. Weight loss equals confidence, equals extra cuteness, which attracts you haters and jealous, envious people. That's just the way it is. So as women, if you're asking yourself, why are they treating me funny now that I've lost weight? It's because you're not the same person. You are the same person as far as your personality, all of that, but you're not the same person. The person who was overweight and uncomfortable with their weight, they might have lacked confidence. They might not have want to been seen. They might not have talked that much. They might have ran from attention from other people, and some people like it that way. Jealous women, jealous, envious people, they like you when you don't like yourself. They like you, jealous people like you when you do not like yourself. But when you suddenly start liking yourself and loving yourself more, and you do those things, and it's not just about weight loss, just in life in general. When you start doing things that represent and indicate to others that you love yourself, that you like yourself, they're not going to like you. They're going to be jealous of you. They're going to be envious of the fact that you took the time to improve the area in which you were lacking. Your self-esteem and your confidence grows. Here comes the haters. Here comes jealous people. Here comes envious people. That's just the way it is. And as women, we have to be mindful to not allow people to shame you into feeling that somehow losing weight is a negative thing, or you're losing too much weight. Because that's another thing that jealous people tend to say when they are getting intimidated by the fact that you lost so much weight. Don't let people talk you into going backward, because women who get jealous of other women who have lost weight, especially if it's a family member, they will do everything in their power to try to convince you that somehow now you look sickly, now you don't look like yourself, you're not really meant to be that small. This is not you. Disregard those voices unless you feel that way. I have gotten to the point at one point where I lost way too much weight. I looked like a flagpole. And I was like, okay, I did a little bit too much, so let me pick up a little weight. But I caught into that myself. I didn't allow anybody else to say, oh, you losing too much weight. Normally, when somebody talks like that to me, I will continue. That means I'm on the right track. Don't let haters cause you to backtrack. That is the point, okay? So if you are wondering, why do people treat you funny when you lose weight? What is it about weight loss, envy, and jealousy? To reiterate, it's because they're used to you being the overweight friend. They're used to you lacking confidence, and they are not used to you getting attention. And when you start getting more attention from people, especially men, they will grow sour and bitter and become jealous and envious of you. And that's their problem. Keep becoming that girl and keep doing what you're doing. And get the books. How to Be a Feminine Woman, The Blueprint, Girl on Girl Wars, a book on jealousy and envy against women, and then also How to Detox from Toxic People. When somebody is encouraging you to stay unhealthy, to stay overweight, if that's not what you want, that is very toxic. And a lot of us have to unlearn a lot of the things we have been programmed to believe are normal, such as being overweight and being extra thick-witted just because you're black. Being a black woman, in this video and this channel is not exclusively for black women. This is for all things woman, but I'm black. Sometimes I will speak just to us. Don't let the community shame you into staying big, okay? If you're not comfortable with how you look, lose the weight, get cute, gain your confidence back, and do you, all right? Like and subscribe to the channel and share this content. Hit the notification bell so that you're aware when I post a brand new video. If you watch this video until the very end, put the high heel emoji in the comment section. I absolutely love to see it. Take care.